But look, my Arcus is waiting to impress you all. All kidding aside.
Are you still monitoring the speaker's race? Are you still watching the speaker's race?
I'm following with great, how can I say it?
Attention.
Attention.
Thank you. Thank you, folks.
On my first day in office, some of you may recall, who cover this area, and you cover it well, I sent Congress a comprehensive piece of legislation that would completely overhaul what has been a broken immigration system for a long time. Cracking down on illegal immigration, strengthening legal immigration, and protecting dreamers, those who have temporary protective status, and farm workers, who all are part of the fabric of our nation. But congressional Republicans have refused to consider my comprehensive plan. And they rejected my recent request for an additional $3.5 billion. And the thing that I'm so presumptuous to say proud of, but proud of the Vice President, she went beyond the United States and contributors to try to get the rest of the world to say, look, this makes sense. And, you know, she got commitments of 3.5, is it? $3.2 billion. And so there's a lot to be done. Our problems at the border didn't arise overnight and they're not going to be solved overnight. It's a difficult problem. It's clear that immigration is a political issue that extreme Republicans are always going to run on. But now they have a choice. They can keep using immigration to try to score political points, or they can help solve the problem. They can help solve the problem and come together to fix the broken system.
Did you decide that now is finally the right time to visit the southern border? Republicans have been calling on you to do this since the beginning.
Because the Republicans haven't been serious about this at all. Come on. They haven't been serious about this at all. I wanted to make sure that I knew what the outcome, at least the near outcome, was on Title 42 before I went down. We don't have that yet, so I had to operate. I don't like Title 42. But so I wanted to make sure there was a rational way in which we could begin to announce it. But I couldn't wait once the Supreme Court ruled that they're not going to make the final decision on Title 42 for some time, and for another, who knows, probably not till June, in that range, although I don't know. The leaders of the hemisphere built on those efforts that I led when I was vice president to expand economic assistance to nations in North Central America, so people here can can improve their economic prospects at home instead of having to leave for the United States. Most people would much rather stay in the country they are. If you think about it, there's not a whole lot of countries people would rather live in than here. No, I mean it sincerely. I think about this, and I think this is sometimes the team looks at me like maybe I'm out of my mind here, but all kidding aside, if you just said tomorrow, all right, for the next year you can move to any country you want without any questions, how many people do you think are going to leave the United States? And I can name any of the 140-some countries I've been to. There's more than that. I think a lot would be willing to leave and come here. So there's a rationale. There has to be an orderly process and a rationale to it. But at a U.S. airport, or when and where directed, excuse me, you have access.
Are you concerned about the fact that requiring an airline ticket could prejudice or sort of lean it toward wealthier migrants and
Yes.
make it harder for poorer migrants?
Yeah, but there's also ways to get to ports of entry along the border as well.
I'm sorry.